point out all the difficulties being experienced by 90 Nigerian students here on a special education program. This disclosure this afternoon from Education Minister Ronald Jones to reporters at his office at Constitution Road. The students are here to attend the Barbados Community College to pursue courses in agriculture, hospitality and tourism. Well, since arriving in Barbados, they've complained about accommodation problems after being housed at the Casa Grande Hotel.
The government has appointed generally Dr. Derek Murray as its liaison between students, the principal private entrepreneur, to essentially keep us abreast of the progress of the matter, to be able, because Dr. Murray himself would have had some experience in the African continent.
Mr. Jones says even though government was not involved at the level of accommodation, he believes there's been a settling down of the issues. He adds that in the future, a policy framework will be put in place involving government upfront to ensure there is no repetition of such a scenario. Mr. Jones also believes that with other similar programs set to come on stream, Barbados will reap the benefits of educational tourism and won't have to engage in any extensive outreach or damage control as a result of the fallout from this initiative.
Nigeria and Nigerian officials know Barbados, our hospitality, and what we can do. This was an unfortunate scenario that spilled out as a result of a combination of factors, some human-made and some not human-made. That is the reality. But you can rest assured that the agencies of government will work either as individuals or cooperatively to ensure that not only the needs of those Nigerians are satisfied here, but any other group or individual student.
Director of the Commission for Pan-African Affairs, Dr. Derek Murray, believes Barbados can gain much from engaging Africans in such an exercise.
We noticed that there's a settling and some positive developments on the issue. The Commission is tasked with engaging the students, the officials, on behalf of government, to make sure that this pioneering activity, and it is indeed a pioneering activity, can in the immediate and long run reap the benefits for Barbados, which we anticipate it can. The Commission is aware of government seriousness about engaging Africa.
Tourism Minister Richard Seeley is happy so far with arrivals to the island for the winter tourist season. He says it is shaping up to be a very good season and that Barbados will be pulling out all the stops to achieve its goals. According to him, the arrival numbers are up in all areas.
Figures up in cruise as well. We still have this little naughty issue of travel within the region, but we're fixing that. And so I think it's been a good story so far, and we expect to see it sustained, and in essence to finish the winter even stronger than we started, and we've had a very good start.
CARICOM residents can soon look out for direct flights from China to Cuba. The revelation was made by China's ambassador to Barbados, Wang, during a press conference at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ambassador Wang says negotiations are also underway between Bahamas and China to have flights between the two countries. She believes that the development will be beneficial to all Caribbean countries.
Air China is going to have its direct, the airline direct, airline from China to Cuba in the coming September, and also the Eastern Airline of China, based in Shanghai, is in negotiation with the government of Bahamas to have a chartered flight to explore the way of sending chartered flight to Bahama. So I think that will, give a bright future.
And Barbados Ambassador to China, Dr. Charleston Brathwaite, wants Barbados to take hold of all opportunities being presented by China. Dr. Brathwaite says the signs from China show that country is more than willing to cooperate.
China is saying, look, we are ready to cooperate with you as equal partners in an initiative to foster a new world. And I think that this is something that we in the Caribbean and in Barbados in particular have to take on board, because our development cannot be based exclusively on inward-looking policies. We have to look outward. We have to see how we grow by connecting with the rest of the world and seeing how we can bring to our shores those strategic initiatives that can help us develop our own capacity internally.
Former Cabinet Minister, Credit Union pioneer, insurance executive Sir Lawrence Vernon Harcourt Lewis is dead. Sir Harcourt passed away yesterday morning at the Bayview Hospital after a brief illness. He was 82 years old. His son, Andre, says his father's passing is a significant loss to the family and to the country. He says the family is doing its best in the circumstances. Sir Harcourt served as a Minister of the Crown in several positions, including the Public Service, the Prime Minister's Office and Agriculture under the Democratic Labour Party. Regarded as a workhorse, Lewis is credited with having played a pivotal role in the birth of the Insurance Corporation of Barbados, having served as its first chairman in 1978. Sir Harcourt was also president of the General Insurance Association of Barbados and president and CEO of the Barbados National Bank. Sir Harcourt was honoured by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in the New Year's Honours List in 2010 for his outstanding contribution to the financial and public sectors. Senator Lewis then was a longtime member of the DLP, serving as its treasurer on many occasions, and was married to Claudette Lewis, and they were the parents of two sons, Andre and Larry. We'll have more news next after the break, but first we'd like to get your take on this question. Do you think government's intervention will help to resolve the issues facing the Nigerian students? You know what to do. Text yes or no to the short code 8111. Those results at the end of the news.
Things that we as boys love to see was when the guys were either loading sugar into the barn or out of the barn. The sugar was loaded that it went right up to the roof in tiers. And guys would take the sugar from the truck, two guys, and they would toss it. And they'd be doing that for the whole day. One of those bags weighed 112 pounds. And these men would be tossing the bags up, and then when the ship came for sugar, they'd be tossing the bags down and loading the schooners.
This is the story of Barbados' sea portal, the port of British Town, and it's coming soon to CBC TV8.
I thought a few drinks would help me overcome my shyness, but then I had trouble controlling myself. I finally realized that getting drunk seemed to leave me lonelier than ever. My best friend suggested I try going to a local meeting.
The pressure at work got so intense that I turned to alcohol just to cope. I never thought that drinking would end up costing me my job. Admitting to myself that I had a problem was hard. Attending AA meetings, I found a solution and hope.
Outstanding Barbadians who've been awarded national honours were presented with their insignias today. Professor Emeritus Sir Henry Fraser was among them, having been conferred the Knight of St. Andrew. It was presented by Governor-General His Excellency Sir Elliot Belgrave. After the ceremony, some of the awardees told CBC News how they felt about receiving their awards.
It tells me that all the hard work that I've put in over the years, that somewhere along the line has been appreciated. I know my church have been making an effort since 2006 for me to be honored for the work that I put in, not only within the church, but in the union. But I guess like anything else, nothing happens before the time. And I believe that this is now the time, and therefore I feel elated, and I want to thank the entire public service for this honor.
I feel honored. I feel good. I think that over the years, what I have been doing, I've been doing not anticipating any rewards or any awards, but when you get it, you are happy, and I'm overjoyed, really.
I have worked very hard all of my life, and it never occurred to me that this was something that was going to happen, but people have talked about it for so many years that I do feel proud and comfortable.
I don't anticipate or expect these things, so when they come, they're always first a surprise, and two, you accept them with humility. If what you do on a daily basis is deemed by your peers and by others to be worthy of recognition, then I accept that judgment with humility.
The top students in the Banks Holdings Limited 2015 calendar project have been told the future is in their hands. The message came from the chairman of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated, Alvin Jemmett, at the launch of the BHL's 2015 calendar. Mr. Jemmett told the students that their altitude will determine their altitude.
You've come into this new sphere of how drinks and bars are run, and you must not lose sight of that opportunity. My career development path was not an accident, and nor did I receive any kisses by favor. So I say to you to expect none, but work hard, stick to your tasks, continue to be creative, and let us come together and take Barbados forward.
The calendar project is a collaboration between the Barbados Community College's Hospitality Division and BHL. Students make their best cocktails, and the top 12 mixes are chosen and featured in the BHL's calendar. Marketing manager of Banks Breweries, Bernard Frost, says the investment has been beneficial for both parties.
Our relationship with the Barbados Community College stretches beyond corporate social responsibility and focuses on innovation, strategic thinking, and creative marketing. In partnership with the college and the students, we have been able to showcase creative and imaginative twists on our product portfolio in ways which have surprised many. With this program, we at the BHL have been able to proudly contribute to the educational development of the culinary sector in Barbados and have provided our young people with a platform for the exposition of their talents. They in turn have assisted in showcasing the culinary masterpieces that can be created using indigenous beverages. Thus, our partnership has been mutually beneficial.
The Barbados Water Authority is informing tonight that it will be carrying out electrical upgrades to 2 of its pumping stations tomorrow between 9 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. The stations are located at Greens, St. George and Lairs, St. Michael. The BWA says the work is part of the procurement under the Inter-American Development Bank's Water and Sanitation Systems Upgrade Project to improve service delivery. As a result, customers in Superlative, Greens, St. Jude's, Middleton, Baird's Village, Workman's, Cottage, Retreat, Prerogative, Salisbury, Hilbury, Locust Hall, Bourne's Village, Flat Rock and surrounding areas may experience low water pressure and possible outage. Water tankers will be dispatched to service all of the affected residents. Still to come, news from across our region. A Guyanese businesswoman executed. But first, a reminder that we want to hear from you on this question. Do you think government's intervention will help to resolve the issues facing the Nigerian students? Text yes or no to the short code 8111. Those results are coming up.